Greetings from Samara, where Mexico and Brazil will face off in the round of 16 in just under 24 hours. The Mexican squad was just on the field on Samara Arena just behind us, and there was some breaking news very clearly evident at the beginning of the training session. I'll allow you to break it.
Was it breaking news? It was breaking news for you. You were excited. Chicharito, Javier, El Chicharito Hernandez, and Miguel Ayun, they bleached their hair. Much like Tecatito Corona has done. It was very evident to see. One could not ignore it.
Just before the training session, Juan Carlos Osorio, the Mexican manager, had his press conference, and in it he said he believes Brazil is the best team in this tournament. He also said that tomorrow's match will be very enjoyable for the neutrals. That kind of suggests that it'll be wide open. Do you think that's how Mexico should be approaching this?
No, absolutely not. You don't want to go into a wide-open game where it's you attack, I attack with this Brazilian team. The amount of talented players they have. Neymar, they got Coutinho, they got William, players who 1v1 could just destroy you. You add into their Paulinho and how direct he can be. You add in there Marcelo, if he's fit to play, how he links up on the left-hand side with Coutinho and Neymar, it could be dangerous.
You mentioned Marcelo. A lot of people are out there reporting that Marcelo will not start tomorrow for Brazil, but you were in the press conference, and things are often lost in translation. What did you make of what he just said?
Listen, my Portuguese is a little rusty, but he contradicted himself a few times. First, he said that he would have to talk to the player and see where he's at. Then he said, no, I don't want unknown variables, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if he's playing mind games. What I do know is if Marcelo can give you anything, you have to use him. He did mention many times 120 minutes. So maybe that means Marcelo starts but doesn't finish the game. Maybe that means he comes off the bench.
Look, I would have thought that Marcelo being out would be a huge advantage for Mexico, but you don't see it that way.
No. Marcelo is the best left back in the world for a reason. Not because of how he defends, how he attacks. And when you spend that much time in the offensive third, that means you don't spend a lot of time in your defensive third. And that's where Mexico can take advantage of. That's where Mexico took advantage of Kimmich and the German national team. I see them deploying the same type of game plan where they have to affect the middle, Toni Kroos, they have to affect Sami Khedira. In this case, it would be Casemiro. They have to do that, occupy them, and then when those fullbacks go, they have to take advantage of that.
Brazil is a massive favorite in this match. Nobody's arguing that, but there are plenty of instances in recent past where Mexico has gotten a favorable result in an important competition against Brazil. This goes to the idea of some teams just have other teams' numbers. Bogey teams, if you will. You've played. Does that really exist, and can Mexico really claim to be that to Brazil?
Absolutely. Whether or not they win, they are definitely that to Brazil. They are a thorn in their side. They are a footballing nation.
Why?
For whatever reason, they match up very well. The attacking styles complement each other. Now, Brazil has better individual players, but the styles complement each other, how much they like to attack, how much they like to have the ball. So you go, I go. But it has to be within reason for this Mexican national team. You cannot get overwhelmed by trying to attack that you yourself leave yourself exposed. It's going to be a chess match. We've seen many times, whether it's this generation that won the U17 World Cup.
2005, right, in Peru, beating Brazil 3-0 in the final.
And then many of those players are in this generation for Brazil. Then we go to the Olympic Games. This generation, Brazilian players know what it's like to lose to that generation of Mexican players.
There you have it, the latest from Samara. For Herculez Gomez, I'm Sebastian Salazar here on ESPNFC.com.